Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bells. Every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. So it seems that the Democrats feel that black people are too dumb to vote now because a lot of us are leaning toward Donald Trump. And that's not sitting well with those Democrats. Let's go to Fox News. Yes, I did say foxnews.com. And see what a Democrat said about us. Now, it says Democratic representative scorched for claiming black voters leaning Trump don't understand, quote, how any of this works. Quote, their feelings are dictating their reality, and their reality is that they feel better or they felt better when Trump was in office. She said, what in the heck is wrong with that? So what you're saying is because I felt better, felt more at ease, felt more at peace when Trump was in office than I do with Joe Biden, that I'm only going by emotion. That I shouldn't go by emotion because I don't know what's going on in politics. Man, that sounds like, man, hold on. As a report implied, many voters of color in swing states are souring on President Biden. A Representative Jasmine Crockett, Democrat out of the great state of Texas, oh Lord, sparked outrage for implying they are only doing so because they are, uninformed and blinded by their feelings. Democrats, that's all we've been voting is off our feelings for at least the last 50 years. That we liked Obama because he was, black guy, Democrat. And Democrats go use our emotions to say that Republicans are so racist that if Republicans get in the office or become president, we're going to go back to Jim Crow. We're going to go back to slavery. Black people ain't gonna have a chance. Man, I remember I was kind of young when Ronald Reagan was president and a little bit older when them Bushes were president, but I kind of understand what went on in them days. And heck, matter of fact, I do remember Donald Trump was president a few years ago. And when I look at these Republicans, I don't remember my parents or myself sharecropping or being put back in the chains, picking cotton and sugar canes, while drinking a cup full of water and cornmeal on break. I don't remember seeing that or going through that. But Democrats always said that, like to say that if we vote, if Republicans get in the office, black folks will have we're going to lose everything. But from what I'm seeing these last couple of years, it seems like they trying to take a whole lot of stuff from us. Right? You got a bunch of foreigners coming in, supposedly illegally, when you go by the laws that were written. And they letting these people in and they giving them money and places to live and schooling and letting them have babies so their babies can be anchor babies so they can become citizens and it's that and the third, and taking away, our money and opportunities and houses and schools and community centers to house these people. And you don't know these people from Adam, as the old folks would say. But we're going off of emotion. Okay. Let me continue. CNN's State of the Union host Dana Bash spoke to a panel on her show about a recent report from the New York Times. Trump leads in 5 critical states as voters blast Biden, Time Siena poll finds. The report included polling that claimed, quote, black voters long a bulwark of Democrats and for Mr. Biden are now registering 22% support in these states for Mr. Trump, a level unseen in presidential politics for a Republican in modern times. Bash addressed Crockett and read an excerpt from the report. In a remarkable sign of a gradual racial realignment between the two parties, the more diverse the swing state, the farther Mr. Biden was behind. And he led only in the whitest of the six. The whitest of the 6 states. But ain't that interesting? That a party who claims they're so diverse and that the black people are the backbone of the Democratic Party, he leads in the whitest of white states in America. It's really scary for me, Crockett replied, before going on to explain why she thinks this shift appears to be happening. Now listen to this, sister, right? Here's the deal. Perception is reality. And so when you look at the data that was provided in this poll, it talks about how people feel. It is all about how you feel in that moment, she said. While the facts may not align with their feelings are dictating their reality. And their reality is that they feel better or they felt better when Trump was in office. Woman, when you speak like this, you know something I learned a long time ago. And I started out when I was trying to learn the scriptures in Bible and to be able to dialogue and debate people when it comes to the scriptures. Learned a long time ago, man, you have to have facts and evidence when you come at somebody. Because if you don't, you have no chance of winning an argument. But the thing is, when you do have facts and statistics, you'll never win an argument with a fool because they won't listen to you. Always remember that. You can always know who you're dealing with when you come with the real. Because fools will not argue with you. Fools will sit on, they will argue with you, but they would not even address the facts. They will go off emotion and they will fuss and everything else and not try to even listen to what you're saying. So facts are all, so that right there will always help you. Like I say, you'll know who you're talking to. So you'll know if it's even worth even having a discussion or dialogue with them. So, Sister Crockett, you said the facts may not align with their feelings. You should be telling facts. If you don't tell facts, then what you're saying to me is a lie. If you can't show me what you're talking about, you ain't talking about nothing. Crockett added that Democrats have been trying to push back against this, even as some very popular African-American artists out here are saying things like, oh, I got checks when Trump was in office. It's funny because them African-American artists are probably the same ones that you tried to use to get us to vote Democrat. And now they don't know what they're talking about. I want those checks again, not understanding that reality that really came from Congress. The Democrats run Congress right now. They have majority votes. So if the Democrats really wanted to show some stats, show some facts, really wanted people to stay on that party, there's some things they can do for black people. We all talk about reparations for sure. Talk about the anti-black hate crime bill. Talk about like a George Floyd bill. George Floyd bill. These things that you can do to help our black people, because the black people are the backbone of the Democratic Party, as you say, and Joe Biden said that we had his back. Now, when I say we, I mean as a whole, because I did not vote for Joe Biden. Let me just say that. But when he said that we are the backbone, we had his back, so he gonna have our back, and that son gonna lie through his teeth. Y'all, Joe Biden's racist. I don't know why y'all can't see that. He's a racist. His history shows it. Google it, YouTube it. You will see things that this guy has said over his life. I don't know why y'all don't want to believe it. I just don't know. So we have got a couple of things, a perception issue, And then we also have an issue as it relates to civics in this country and people not understanding exactly how any of this works. As footage of Crockett's statement shot across the internet, commentators condemn her rhetoric. See, one person who just say Molly said voters are too stupid and they don't understand their betters is probably not a great campaign message for Democrats. And I'm not going to read all these because a lot of these, is going to be Fox people that, those, the ones that's, more on the Republican sides, because y'all know everything is left and right and stuff like that. So instead of just reading all of these, I'm just going to, just say it like this. This woman tried to say that Black folks who try to vote for Trump, were just too ignorant to understand reality from fiction. And that's just a slap in the face. If there's a reality out there that we don't see, then basically if there's something that we don't understand, then young lady, ma'am, make us understand. It's as simple as that. If we can't understand the positiveness or the benefits of allowing Ukrainians, Venezuelans, whoever else who about to come over here now, probably Palestinians, more Israelites, Israelis. If we can't see there's a benefit from them coming over here for us as Black people, as ADOS, FBA people, if this is gonna benefit us, please show us. Please show us. Hurry up and show us. Because what we're seeing now is not helping us. What we're seeing now is that ADOS and Finance and FBA are telling you we need our reparations, we need our check. It's been said forever. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. back in one of his famous speeches, a couple of them said that, showed how America has given like land grants and built colleges for non-Black people to come over, for foreigners, immigrants to come over here and to create wealth for themselves. And yet we get very little, if not stuff gets taken from us. And all we ask is for, we were supposed to get 40 acres and mules. Some of us got it, some of us didn't, which is how like a lot of Black people got land after the Civil War. But we don't get anything that we got. A lot of it's been taken from us, legally or illegally. And so when he said we're going to Washington to get that check because y'all are handing checks out to everybody else, so y'all doing the same thing now. Again, please, show us the benefit if our reality and perception are two different things. Because this is what I saw. Trump was in office. I saw that, like you said, we was like not in any wars. No new wars were created or participated in when he was in office. People with small businesses got nice tax breaks. A lot of us common people got checks. You say it was from Congress, but he run the country, right? Like I say, man, you want to blame him for the bad things, but then when good things happen, you say, oh, it wasn't him, that was Congress. But if Congress is steadily giving money to these other countries, then you want to say, well, that had to be, that was Trump. But now with Biden in office, it's like y'all are mum on it. Don't want to address it. So again, my point is, and I'll pretty much end it on this. If we're just too ignorant to understand what's going on, please educate us. Show me how everything that's being done that's hindering Black people is actually helping us. It's simple as that. But if you can't do that, then yes, you should worry about that 22% of people going over to vote for Trump. Because it's not necessarily voting for Trump, it's just not voting for Biden because we're tired of the bullcorn. It's simple as that. But anyway, tell me what you think of this story, man. Leave me a comment below and then share it with the world. And with that being said, I'll leave you in peace and I'll see you on the other side.